Matty Healy attends another Taylor Swift show after PDA-packed date night. The love story continues. Matty Healy was spotted taking in Taylor Swift's concert in Philadelphia Friday night, just days after they were spotted packing on the PDA in New York City. An eagle-eyed fan caught a glimpse of the 1975 rocker in the crowd and took a quick video. Standing near Healy was Swift's pal Blake Lively, who reportedly brought along 3 of the kids she shares with Ryan Reynolds, James, 8, Inez, 6, and Betty, 3. The sighting of Lively comes on the heels of notorious funny guy Reynolds seemingly teasing Swift about a romance with Healy. On his Instagram story Wednesday, the Deadpool star, who has been friends with Swift for years, shared a selfie of himself set to the 1975's hit song Chocolate. He added the word "zoom zoom" to the post and left it at that. As previously reported, Swifties have been beside themselves with excitement over the budding relationship between the singer 33 and the British rocker 34. Sources told The Sun earlier this month that the musical pair had been seeing each other for less than 2 months, but were already madly in love. It's super early days, but it feels right, the insider told the outlet. They first dated very briefly, almost 10 years ago, but the timings just didn't work out. The news came on the heels of Swift splitting from her boyfriend of 6 years, actor Joe Alwyn. Healy's past relationships include model Charlotte Breyer D'Alessio and FKA Twigs. Since news of their relationship first broke, Healy has been seen hanging out at plenty of Swift's Eras Tour concerts. He even took the stage with support act Phoebe Bridgers in Nashville. Page 6 reported earlier this week that Swift and Healy were seen kissing at Casa Cipriani in New York City, where they sat next to each other at a banquet in the lounge. According to an eyewitness, the spy added that neither of them had ordered any food while they were cuddling and kissing. They were joined by music producer Jack Antonoff and fiancée Margaret Qualley. Security was around them, a source told us. Reps for Swift and Healy have not responded to Page 6's requests for comment. Taylor Swift's biggest groupie, singer's rumored beau Matty Healy, supports her again at Philly concert as he opens show before hanging an audience with Blake Lively. Taylor Swift rumored boyfriend Matty Healy opened for the singer for a second time during her Friday night concert in Philadelphia. The 33-year-old songstress is whirling through her Eras tour, which this weekend arrived in the city of brotherly love for 3 concerts at the Lincoln Financial Field. Matty, a bad boy English rocker who used to be addicted to heroin, took the mic dressed in a skeleton suit and accompanied himself on the guitar. At another point in the show, an eagle-eyed fan caught a glimpse of Matty in the crowd and took a brief video that was then posted to Twitter. Standing near Matty in the audience was Taylor's longtime pal Blake Lively, as well as another woman who appeared to be Sabrina Carpenter. In a follow-up tweet, the fan wrote that Blake had brought her children James, 8, Inez, 6, and Betty, 3, whom she shares with her husband Ryan Reynolds. Taylor's song Betty is named after Blake and Ryan's youngest daughter, and before performing it Friday, the pop star reportedly shouted out Blake and the children. The evening's audience was apparently awash with famous faces, as Bethany Frankel also posted a charming Insta story from the concert of her and her 13-year-old daughter Bryn, singing along to Taylor's hit single Trouble. Matty's appearance at Taylor's show comes one day after they were caught kissing and holding hands while on a romantic date in New York City on Thursday, May 11th. The hot new couple were on a double date with Swift's collaborator Jack Antonoff and his fiancée Margaret Qualley at Casa Cipriani, as captured by a fan on social media. A witness told Page 6 that Swift and Healy were seated next to one another in the lounge of the celeb hotspot, and security was around them. The source added that Swift and the 1975 frontman were cuddling and kissing as they waited for their food. Swift and Healy sparked romance rumors earlier this month, following her shock split from British actor Joe Alwyn. Healy has been supporting the anti-hero singer at recent stops on her Eras tour, which kicked off in March. For their Thursday night date in the city, Swift looked elegant in a yellow sundress and wore her blonde hair in a low bun. She was spotted strolling into the venue with a glass of wine in one hand, while the other was seemingly interlocked with Healy's. The pop rocker looked effortlessly cool in all black, and with a pair of sunglasses on his head of curly brown hair. Page 6's insider said that Swift, Healy, Antonoff and Qualley were all attending a banquet at the high-end hotel. The outing comes days after Healy was spotted clapping and gyrating while attending the most recent gig in Taylor's Eras tour. As per video captured by a Swift fan, the musician was dancing to her 2014 hit Shake It Off at the Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Other Swifties went wild as they spotted him wearing a t-shirt featuring the cover of her 1989 album. which he had been seen sporting in previous years. Earlier this week, DailyMail.com exclusively obtained the first photos of Swift and Healy together in wake of the romance rumors. The rumored couple were pictured arriving to Taylor's condo at 12:30 a.m. on Sunday morning. Following her Eras concert in Nashville, Tennessee, they sat beside each other in the back of their chauffeured vehicle, where Matty was still wearing the same bracelet he sported earlier that evening. While attending her concert alongside members of Taylor's Girl Squad, Gigi Hadid and Lily Aldridge, it was first reported last week that Matty and Taylor had planned to debut their romance by her, bringing him up on stage to perform several songs at her Nashville shows. Matty did perform during Saturday's show with Taylor's opening act, but remained in the audience during the Mean Singer's stage time. Whether he will hop onto the stage once again to perform with the blank space hitmaker has yet to seen. Taylor and Matty's rumored romance first came to light earlier this month, with a separate source telling The Sun that she and Matty are madly in love. It's super early days, but it feels right. They first dated very briefly, almost 10 years ago, but timings just didn't work out, the insider added. In regards to her ex, the source informed the publication Taylor and Joe actually split up back in February, so there was absolutely no crossover. Both Matty and Taylor have been touring over the past few weeks, so it's been a lot of FaceTiming and texting, that she cannot wait to see him again, and added that the two stars are incredibly supportive of their respective careers. They are both massively proud and excited about this relationship, and, unlike Taylor's last one, which was very much kept out of the spotlight, deliberately she wants to own this romance and not hide it away. While Taylor focuses on her Eras tour, which is slated to conclude later this year in August, Matty is also in the middle of touring with his band, the 1975. The new romance comes less than a month after Taylor split from Joe, who was her boyfriend for 6 years. Only last month, Taylor's inner circle, including her brother Austin, Gigi and the Haim sisters, reportedly unfollowed her now ex-Joe. Meanwhile, Matty reportedly split from model Meredith Mickelson just weeks before he started dating Taylor. The rocker, whose parents are British TV stars Denise Welch and Tim Healy, was said to have been romancing the model 23, who has built up a large following on social media, before they parted ways in February. A source told The Sun Matty was seeing Meredith while he was in law in February, but things fizzled out when he went to New York at the end of the month, says an insider. They're still on good terms, but haven't been romantically involved since then. Meredith boasts over 3 million followers on Instagram and is said to be based primarily between Los Angeles and Paris. Matty also has a string of famous exes, including FKA Twigs and Lindsay Lohan's sister Ollie.